I love that we birthed Stop It.
Yes, that's
That
it.
time.
We birth the earth and run the world.
That's it.
It is so true. So thank you so much for coming. Welcome to North Jersey Federal Credit Union. My name is Brittany Timberlake, and I am here in the role as the Chief Community Development Officer. And I'm so honored to be a part of the C-suite. As a female, we know that that's a thing, right? Like getting to the C-suite. Also as an African-American woman, just coming out of Black History Month into Women's History Month, this is always one of my favorite times of the year. So here at North Jersey Federal Credit Union, we strive to create products and services that are helpful in the community to make sure that we are able to help people who are traditionally sometimes left behind in the financial market by big banks and other entities, right? So the credit union space is really very unique, and it's really something that I'm having a lot of fun being a part of. I am happy that the Community Development Department is here because we're really, reaching out and doing all of those things. Full disclosure, I'm also a New Jersey State Senator. That is not the role in which I am operating in today. And the co-founder of the Essex Community Land Trust, which has also been in partnership with the credit union to get us out into the community more and create these relationships. So, our keynote speaker, Tanya Freeman, who is an amazing person. She is the board chair of University Hospital, but she also has her own firm as an attorney, and she is stuck in mediation. So we were waiting for her to arrive, but we decided to proceed with the program at her request because she has to do her job, and she's fighting for children and families in her work, okay? So can we give her a hand clap in her absence? So, with that said, I would like to introduce our CEO, Mr. Richard Garcia, who joined the credit union. Now it's going on 2 years, and he was previously an employee here working, and then he came back as the CEO. Mr. Garcia?
Thank you, Brittany. Thank you very much. Brittany. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you for the kind words. First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming this evening. Thank you very much. You all look phenomenal. Very spring's in the air. I'm not sure if it's spring weather outside, but it's in the air. I promise you by Saturday it's going to be 70. I promise you. Before I start our program, I don't want to get lost here in the shuffle. I want to thank a lot of people who put this together, because none of this happens on its own, right? There's a team of people who are dedicated to this, who did all the work back here, the flowers, the wine. Deshaun is our main bartender here.
Yes, I am ready.
You got Deshaun Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, doing MSR work here. Okay. Thank you, Deshaun. But I want to thank the whole entire team, starting with my executive assistant, Maggie Caceres. Maggie, the whole team. I'm gonna. Reverend Powell will always say, you're going to forget somebody. I don't want to forget anybody. I'm going to try not to forget anybody. If I didn't say your name, I want to thank you for all the work you did today. Right, Reverend Powell? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to start with Michelle. Who's back there? The whole team. Dana Reynoso. Where's Dana Reynoso? Dana Reynoso, thank you very much. Maria, Alan Feder, Leon Copper, Roseanne, Joanne. Rosanna, have you had cupcakes?
Yes.
You have cupcakes? You had to have cupcakes. You got to thank our resident chef, Rosanna Rever, right there. Over there. The guy who pays for all this is Robert Caruso, our CFO. I hope you guys for this spot. And our entire team, we have people from Emerald Park here, we have people here from Totowa, we have some people from Newark here as well. I want to thank all the branches. I want to thank our team that's here, Leslie, the whole lending department, everybody's here. I want to thank you for coming, okay? I appreciate it. And our young ladies, our tellers in the back, who do a wonderful job here every day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, if I left your name out, I want to thank you anyway, okay? Again, like Brittany mentioned, this is Women's Month here. We celebrate Women's Month. Our theme is inspiring our communities. Everything we do here is, as you look around our room here, a lot of our employees are women. They are the backbone of our company. They run our operations, they run our tellers, they run our systems. Nothing happens without the phenomenal ladies that work for our company. And I want to thank you for what you do every day for us. Thank you very much.
Women, we thank you.
When we started this process, we said, you know what, March is a month for ladies. And my predecessor, Lourdes Cortez, who Reverend Powell knows very well, started this a couple years ago. And when I became CEO, I wanted to build upon that. And this year we have 5 phenomenal ladies that we're honoring, people who are part of us, part of our organization, in many ways. We have. If you start this way, and I'm gonna acknowledge them one by one. But Susan Genchos is president of the Passaic County. So I'm gonna bring them up one by one, but I want to say a few words about each of them. And Aaliyah is control here. So the first lady I want to introduce is Susan Genchos, right over here. Susan is the president of the Passaic County Education Association. Susan's been involved with us for many years. For those of you who don't know about us, North Jersey Federal Credit Union started 88 years ago as the Passaic County Teachers Credit Union. And that was with all the teachers of Passaic County. And 88 years later, we're still working together. So I want to thank Susan, Todd Lincoln, Marco, the whole team that came from PCA. Thank you very much. Okay. Naibi Kaplan. Did I say the last name right? Yeah. Kaplan? Kapian. Naibi Kapian. Naibi is the president and CEO of Progress for Parents. Progress for Parents is just they support early childhood education. Naibi's been president there for 1 year and probably 5 months. 2 years tomorrow. That was close. Naibi and I became friends a long time ago. I was friends with the prior CEO there. We put a great relationship. We are phenomenal friends, and they're also one of our select employer groups. Their employees, many of their employees are members of North Jersey Federal Credit Union. Thank you, Naibi. The Reverend Pamela Powell, right here, Reverend Pamela Powell. Pamela Powell is a principal. Wait, I always say he's a principal. Is that right? Principal at school number 7 in Paris, New Jersey. But Reverend Powell goes back to North Jersey for many, many years. Reverend Powell was and is still very good friends with our prior CEO, Lourdes Cortez. And Reverend Powell was very instrumental in helping North Jersey open up a high school branch at John F. Kennedy High School about 18 years ago. And we still work at that branch, where the students run the branch, where the students get day-to-day experience in running a financial institution. I want to thank you, Reverend Powell.
Wow, that's amazing.
Michelle Vernuccio, at the end over there. I have the microphone. Thank God I have the microphone. Michelle Vernuccio is the president and CEO of the North Jersey Chamber of Commerce. Michelle and I go back many, many years. I actually was on the board of the North Jersey Chamber of Commerce, probably
2017 and
2017. I was the chairman of the board. I was on the board there. And I was one of the people that helped find the new president of the chamber, which was Michelle Vernuccio. Michelle is a quiet person.
Yeah.
No, Michelle has done a wonderful job. The chamber now has roughly 1,200 members that cover northern New Jersey. When she first started there, I think it was about 600 or so.
487.
I'm sorry, Michelle. I'm sorry.
Numbers
I'm
don't
correct.
lie. Numbers don't lie from the next right?
487 members back then in 2017. Today there was 1,200 members from North Jersey Federal. And the one person who's not here this evening, and hopefully Tanya shows up, but Sharonda Williams. Sharonda Williams is Director of Benefits for one of our SAGs. It's the University Hospital in Newark, New Jersey. We've been partners with University Hospital for about 20 years. And many of their employees are members of North Jersey Federal. Sharonda heads up the Department of Benefits. And for us, that's very important. When a new employee starts at a company, they get a package, and in that package, they get information about their benefits. One of their benefits is becoming a member of North Jersey Federal. And once they become a member, they're always a member, number one. Number two is, the benefits are, they get a lot of discounts on rates and fees, okay? Because you're a member and you work with that company. Today, roughly, we have 450 SAGs in northern New Jersey, again, select employer groups. Grosel, right here, Grosel right there. Say hi, Grosel. Grosel works for a plan, no, family security plan. Family security plan. And we know them as PFP. They're one of our partners. They go to a lot of our SAGs with us, they help the employees become members of our company. They're part of our company. They're aside, they're one of our partners. So Priscilla, thank you for coming here today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So, if I can start with Reverend Powell. Wait, I'm sorry, is that correct? Or Susan, right? Susan Genchos. Got it right. Susan, come on, Susan Genchos. Where's Dana? Dana? Yes, too close to speaker. Dana, can you get the words, please? Otherwise, I'm gonna blow my eardrum out. Again, Susan and I have become friends over the last year. When I first became CEO here, I was invited to meet folks at the Busy County Education Association, and from that point forward, from that day forward, I hope we became very good friends. We developed a good relationship. I've gotten to meet the team members at the PCEA who have done a phenomenal job. And thank you for that. I also, I would be remiss. I'd be in big trouble if I didn't introduce our board members. Barbara Tanis, who is here today. Barbara Tanis is right there. And Barbara was very instrumental. Barbara was very instrumental in us meeting Susan Genchos. Before that, what was your last name? Butterfield. See, I remember Butterfield, right? You remember Butterfield, right? Then you can say that, right?
Yeah.
That was easy. I also want to introduce our chairwoman, Ms. Helwig is here today. Yvonne Helwig is our chair. And Alberto Vasquez, back in the corner, Alberto Vasquez is also a member of the board of directors. So thank you for coming today, greatly appreciate it. Susan, thank you for what you do. Thank you for what you do every day. Thank you for the relationship you have built with North Jersey Credit Union. I know Lourdes and you guys were very good friends. I'm not as good looking as Lourdes, but I think that at the end of the day, you know, we want to help your members, we want to help your team achieve financial success in any way we can. And North Jersey will always be a partner. Thank you for that. Okay. Here's an award for you. There's a check there, $5,000. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not and some beautiful flowers. And you want to say a few words? You can.
Yes.
Actually, yeah. Next time we'll do.
Thank you, Richard. So, as was mentioned, I serve as the president of the Passaic County Education Associations, which is a true honor to represent teachers, to represent paraprofessionals, secretaries, bus drivers, security. We represent all of the education professionals throughout the county, which is about 10,476 members at this point. And it's especially honored to be here because, as you mentioned, this institution was established with teachers. And that's why there's, educators in the room, and it's so important. And I will just say that it's, protecting our educators is also protecting our students. One thing I like to say is that teacher working conditions are student learning conditions. When we take care of our educators, they take care of our students. And so we see that partnership with you, with our students, with the community as very, very important. So it's a true honor to stand here with these women and the work that they do, and we feel very, very excited to continue that partnership into the future. So thank you.
I'm gonna follow your lead, Leah, okay? All right. You guys got a nice outfit right here. She's got a click. Our next award goes out to Naibi Kapalan. Naibi, President of Programs for Parents. Naibi, thank you for everything you do for the Programs for Parents. Thank you for the relationship we have with you guys. Thank you for allowing us to go into your offices, to speak to your employees, helping them learn about financial literacy, educate them about financial literacy, financial products and services. And at the end of the day, thank you for the great partnership we have. Amy, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We are the Child Care Resource and Referral Agency for Essex County, and we service over 15,000 children with child care subsidies yearly, and we have about 600 child care providers within our network. And what I truly believe is we're not just a safety net program, we want to be a springboard to help families out of poverty, and partnerships with institutions like yours are really critical, especially at a time like this where I don't want to go on my soapbox about our history being erased and women need to be elevated. And, I heard this week where they said women are like tea bags. You don't know how strong we are until you put us in hot water. So I think it's time is now to start brewing. And we do that by building strong partnerships and collective power with organizations like yours. So there's power in finance and in economics and helping our families achieve financial success. So thank you.
Yes.
We'll take a group picture in a little bit, okay? Thank you, Naibi. Thank you. Aaliyah? All right. So the next person we're going to honor is Reverend Pamela Powell. Reverend Powell. A little tidbit. So I became president and CEO here September 27th of 2023. A lot was happening here in September 2023. One of the first official acts I had to do was in helping Lourdes Cortez. Lourdes was finishing down her term, and I was building up my term. Lourdes asked me to do one thing. Her last request was to work with some students at school, was it 7 at that time? School 7, where Reverend Powell is the principal there. A young lady who was going through some life issues, and I think it was cancer, right? Brain cancer. Our organization donated, I think it was $1,000 to her. She was raising money for, the school was raising money for awareness, right? And we donated $1,000 to that cause. And the first person in my official act was Reverend Powell. So Reverend Powell is an honor. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. First, I would like to thank Richard Garcia for the relationship and the friendship. I have to mention Lourdes. This organization is very dear to my heart because you put your money where your mouth is, and I told you that earlier. In doing that student-run credit union at John F. Kennedy High School, your trainers came out, and Lourdes made sure that that happened so that our young people could have opportunities. I'm happy to say tonight that there's a young person that was a student of mine here. Or is she still here? The one here, I think there's another one. I have two. you all to come up with me. I want you to come up with me.
Put the glass down.
I didn't realize I had to. This is the work that we did when they were high school students. And we fought so that it could be positioned. Not only did she make sure that they were trained, but they gave out scholarships. And this is the work because of North Jersey Federal Credit Union. And it's important because we often hear that people want to do stuff, right? But they don't really put their money where their mouth is. When I called Lourdes about a young lady named Camilla, she had brain cancer, and the school was raising money for awareness, I just made the call, and North Jersey was there. And certainly it's my honor to be recognized this evening, but it isn't me, it's the work that we do together. And the bonds that we share, and the friendships that we share. We represent the best of America. And there's a lot of things that's happening. And it's important that we instill in young people, and especially now, that no matter what, they can achieve and they can make it. I'm passionate about that. And so I honor you all tonight, because every time I walk into the branch and I see you, you are my reason why. It wasn't 18 years ago, it was about 13 years ago. So I celebrate you. Thank you. Congratulations to all the other honorees.
Wow. Aaliyah, we should have her last because.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, I was literally
Wow.
thinking the same
I mean, Reverend Powell, right? Reverend Powell. You know, you say Reverend. So, Michelle Vernuccio.
I don't even want to get up.
Our next honoree is Michelle Vernuccio. So Michelle, today, North Jersey Federal honors you today on this special day. On the most
Say it
month.
louder. Don't get
That's what I told you, right? I told you. Michelle, we love that we are honored to have this great relationship with you, and particularly the North Jersey Chamber of Commerce. But like anything in life, it's about relationships. It's about people helping people, and the relationship we have with you is outstanding. Our team loves you. You're part of our family. When you walk in here, I hear upstairs when you walk in here, Michelle. And so thank you for everything you do for everything else for us. But thank you for what you do every day for the 1,200 members of the North Jersey Chamber of Commerce, Michelle. Thank you.
So, how many of us have a friend that you don't speak to all the time, but when you see them, you pick up from right where you left off?
Yeah.
Right? And so that's the relationship the North Jersey Chamber of Commerce has with the North Jersey Federal Credit Union. When I took over the Chamber of Commerce exact date, it's probably many passwords that I had to change, August 7th of 2017, our first co-partner event was with the Federal Credit Union here in North Jersey. I'm a visual, you ready? It was like August 20th. And we filled this room with so many people. And it was such a wonderful opportunity to see the collaboration of businesses come together and really have each other's support. And that's how I feel about our relationship with the Federal Credit Union, is that we're all busy, right? And we're probably inundated with emails, and sometimes it takes us a little bit longer to respond or whatnot. But you know what, when you get to it with integrity, and you're like, oh, this is great. And that's the type of relationship
that the Chamber has with the Federal Credit Union. And we're so excited. Guess what? We know this is not the end and it's not the beginning, and who knows where it's gonna go. But between their members and our members, there's so much love and support that we have, that we wanna see everyone succeed, like Reverend has mentioned, right? Everyone deserves a chance. And something I have in common with all these women is I also am an adjunct at Montclair State University. So going back to what you had said, what these students or what our upbringing don't know, they don't know, and it's our job to keep them in the know. So I'm gonna end with one thing. One of my favorite books is The 4 Agreements. And so as a mentor to everyone, because anyone that needs help, you know I'm there for you, I just want to share 4 agreements that I live my life by every day. And this book was introduced to me by an old boss, and I just want to enlighten everyone with it. So the 4 agreements tells us in life: 1, don't take anything personal. Because guess what? If you do, you're going to be stuck and you're never going to succeed in anything that you want to achieve in your personal and professional life. 2, don't make assumptions, right? Communication is key, right? Don't make assumptions, ask questions, anything that you need, right? Ask questions, ask people for help, do not make assumptions. Live your life and do everything impeccable. If you say you're gonna do something, do it. When people aren't watching you, people are watching you. Know that. And it's the same thing with social media and LinkedIn. You think no one's liking your post? People are watching us. So be impeccable by your word. And last, which we all can do the best that you can do. And those are 4 agreements that I live by every day. And I hope I've inspired you as a reminder to keep it in your life path, and know that there's great success and plenty of it for all of us here. So congratulations to these wonderful ladies. Congratulations to the Federal Credit Union and all of you for showing up. I heard the wings are great.
Wow. She said to be a reverend, right? She said to be a reverend. How about another hand for our 4 5-hours here? How about a hand for Aaliyah? How about a hand for Aaliyah for having And I want to thank each of you for coming tonight. And I'm going to have our chairwoman come up and say a few closing remarks. Again, on behalf of all the employees here at North Jersey Federal Credit Union, on behalf of all the ladies that work for our company, and the men too, but we have a lot of women that work here that every day do a great job for us. We succeed because they succeed, okay? I want to thank each of them for doing what they do for our company. And I want to say thank you on my behalf, the CEO here, thank you so much. And on behalf of our 24,000 members, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Richard. Just as closing, on behalf of the board of directors, we want to congratulate all the honorees. You make us proud. You make me particularly proud as a female. I am a woman. Hear me roar. No, just kidding. I can't say. But we're so proud of you. You're our leaders, and you inspire. So we wish you all the best. And to everyone, thank you for coming and sharing this evening with us, and just get home safely.